How do you actually share the story of your life? Not just the photos, but the meaning behind them, so the people you love can understand it one day. Enter AfterCloud. Because here's the reality. Most of us take thousands of photos, but very few people have any kind of plan of what happens to them later. They sit behind passwords inside private cloud accounts or scattered across devices. And even when photos are accessible, the bigger problem is this. The stories behind them are often lost. In this video, I'm going to show you a really thoughtful way to share your memories now and make sure they still make sense later. And stay with me to the end because I'll share one simple thing that you can do before you start that makes the whole process much easier. What is AfterCloud? AfterCloud is designed to help you turn the scattered pieces of your life, photos, videos, audio, letters and memories into one clear interactive timeline that tells the story properly. It invites you to capture your life chronologically, adding the context only you can give, and bringing everything together into something your family can easily explore. It's not about organizing your whole photo library. It's about capturing the key moments that matter, preserving the stories behind them, and sharing them in a way future generations can actually understand. Once published, your timeline becomes a private web page you can share with family using a link or a QR code, so it's easy for people to access whenever they want. Setting up AfterCloud. Step 1. Creating your account. Let's start by setting up your account. This only takes a minute. Head to aftercloud.co.uk and click to sign up. Enter your first name, then your last name and your email address, then click continue. Next, you'll be asked to choose a plan. All plans come with a 14-day trial, so you can try it properly before committing. There are 3 options. The single account, which lets you create and publish one timeline. The standard account, which allows up to 3 timelines, and premium, which allows up to 5. For now, I'd suggest starting with the single account so you can see how it works and whether it suits you. Once that's done, you're ready to start building your timeline. Step 2. Creating your first timeline. Next, we'll set up your first timeline. To begin, click the plus icon in the top right corner. Start by giving your timeline a name. Most people use their own name, but you could also create one for a parent, grandparent, or someone you want to honor. Next, add a birth date or a start date if you're creating this for something else. Then upload your cover image. A landscape photo works best here as it fits the layout. After that, add a short introduction to your timeline, just a few lines to explain who it's about, and click continue. And that's it. Your timeline is now created and saved as a draft. If you ever want to change any of this later, just click the 3 dots next to the timeline and select Edit. Step 3. Add to your timeline. Once your timeline is set up, you can start adding events to it. Click into your timeline, then select the stacked icon in the top right and choose Add New Date. Start by giving the event a title, then add the date. If you don't know the exact date, just use the first of the year, or even the decade. For this one, I should probably know my birthday. Next, add a cover photo for the event. Again, landscape images work best here. Then add a short introduction and click continue. Now we've created the date, and this is the best bit. You can start adding content to it. Click into the date, and from here you can add letters, photos, videos, and audio. Just upload what you want, give each piece a title, add a short description, and save when you're happy. One little quirk to know, the first date you create, usually your birth date, will sit at the start of the timeline using your overall cover photo. As you can see here, that doesn't really work for me because I don't want the first date of my birth date showing me at age 18. So I just create a separate birthday entry with the right photo and remove the original one, and that fixes it. When it comes to filling out your timeline, my advice is to not try and fill every year. Focus on key moments, things like big milestones, achievements, travels, or turning points. This works best as a summary of your life, not a full archive. And definitely include audio and video if you can. That makes the timeline feel so much more personal and alive. If you're watching this and thinking, this is lovely, but my photos are still all over the place, you are definitely not alone. Most people don't struggle because they don't care about their photos. They struggle because no one's ever shown them a clear way to organize everything first. That's exactly what I help with inside my Photo Mess Success courses. They guide you step by step through organizing your photos properly, getting everything structured, and making sure everything is easy to find, use, and share. If you want more information, just head on over to photomesssuccess.co.uk. Now let's look at how to preview and share your timeline. Step 4, preview, publish, and share. Once you're happy with your timeline, you can preview how it will look to others. To do that, click the stacked icon in the top right and select Preview. Here you can view your timeline as either a timeline or a list. Click into any event to see the description and all the content you've added. When you're ready to share it, exit the preview view and go back into your timeline. Click the stacked icon again, select Publish, agree to the terms, and your timeline will go live. From there, you can share it using the direct link or the QR code, which makes it really easy for family and friends to access. And you can keep adding to your timeline over time. Just remember, whenever you make updates, you'll need to republish so the changes appear. My view. So overall, I think AfterCloud is a really thoughtful way to share the key moments of your life, especially if you want to share more than just photos. It works particularly well if what you want is a clear way to capture important events over time. Tell the story behind them and make sure people you love aren't left guessing later on. But it's also important to be clear about what it isn't. It doesn't organize your photo collection. It doesn't replace proper storage or backup, and it won't manage everything for you. What it does really well is something different. It brings kindness and clarity to something most people never properly plan. Ultimately, it's about more than just photos. Your memories tell your story, and stories deserve to be passed on. Bonus tip. One small tip before you start. Make yourself a rough timeline first. Just sketch out the key moments you want to include, whether it's on paper or in your notes app or a simple list. It doesn't need to be detailed. Just think about the big milestones, turning points, and moments that really matter. It makes the whole process much smoother because you know what you're looking for before you start digging through your photos or asking family questions. And honestly, it also avoids you getting overwhelmed, which is really key with something like this. Sharing your memories is important, but making sure they're clear, meaningful, and easy for others to understand matters just as much. And if you want to continue your photo organizing journey, then check out this little video next, where I show you how to create a family photo archive and properly preserve your legacy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more photo organizing tips. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.